Buffalo?
Buffalo. A team that's certainly better than their record indicates. They've been bitten by the injury bug. They've had 3 or 4 kids in their core rotation that have missed time on and off this season with injuries. Now, I don't believe any of them are season ending, so we have to prepare like they're all going to be back. So one of the challenges against Buffalo is knowing exactly who's going to play. The other big challenge is Courtney Brown. Clearly one of the best post players in the league, a high percentage finisher, a kid that you've got to limit some touches with. But this year they've added some three-point shooting, which makes Brown more effective because they can really spread the floor out. So certainly a team that you can't take lightly, and a team that when they get healthy is going to be a player in this league.
How do you go around winning Brown?
We got to give Brown different looks. Obviously, Tara's got to try to stay out of foul trouble. Will be the first assignment. But we've got to give her different looks in terms of maybe doubling down. We've got to play more zone at stretches. Just trying to confuse them and keep them off balance with what we're going to do with Courtney Brown and low post.
What's been the key to fewer turnovers for you? I don't want to knock on wood. You've been able to keep those under 15 or what's separating things?
Good stretch now where we've got our turnovers under control, and I think it's just getting used to playing with each other with new players from the beginning of the season, but also just simply valuing the basketball and understanding how important execution is to our success. There's a very, very fine line between winning and losing, and turnovers is a big part of that. And so I think our kids have bought into the fact on how much they have to value each and every possession. And I think they're taking away the simple turnovers and making smart plays and making the easy play and not making it more complicated than it needs to be.
Do you feel you're at the point at all yet where your record is real impressive, their record isn't? Is that an issue as far as getting the women ready? Have you got there yet?
This program's always done a good job taking one game at a time, and that's still our philosophy. But we don't overlook the fact that we've been a little flat at times this year and a little bit inconsistent compared to years past. So each game's a new challenge, and we're a scout-heavy team. We spend a lot of time on scouting reports to get them to understand the dangers that each team poses. So hopefully the upperclassmen are teaching the underclassmen that each game we got a big target on our back, each game's a different challenge, and we've got to be ready. We can't overlook anyone. We don't out-talent anybody in this league, so we've got to show up each and every night.
You speak of not out-talenting the teams in the league. What is it about Lauren that makes her such a special player?
Well, she's a fantastic finisher. She's a high percentage finisher. So when she does get an open look, she's going to make a lot of those. What supplements Lauren's game, though, offensively is her ability to get to the foul line. When she's getting to the foul line, she has a chance to have big numbers each and every night because she can shoot at the foul line so well. So we've got to keep her aggressive. We've got to get her to hunt for shots so she has opportunities to get to the foul line. But the underrated part of Lauren's game is her defense. Just take the first 2 MAC games. She got assigned to Kara Murphy, one of the best 3 players in the league, and did a fantastic job on her. Then she got assigned Bushby, another all-MAC type of talent, and she went scoreless from the field. So 2 games in the MAC play, and Lauren's really shut down the person she's been assigned to. And that is what's underrated about Lauren Prohaska, is she's a fantastic defender. Her length really bothers people.
What else about her defensive anticipation? Foot speed, or what makes her?
She's smart. Obviously, we feel like she's got go-go gadget arms, that she is so long that it is really, really difficult to score over her. But she really is a student of the game, and she takes the scouting report serious. She understands where her kids are trying to get shots or how they can get shots within their offense, and she does a really nice job that way in preparation.
You know what her actual length is?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's why that you see her lead us in rebounding, and why in a crowd you see her all of a sudden be able to snag rebounds. It's incredible length, and she's got great hands.
Is there any difference in preparation going from
first two MAC games, girls were on break from school, to now they've got classes and different preparation now?
Well, it's certainly an adjustment. You've been practicing for a long time, not being in school. So just our Monday, for example, first day back in school, they started with a 6 a.m. lift. Then they went to classes, and then they had to come to practice. And after practice, we had a scouting report. And so the focus that they need throughout the course of a day, when you include their classwork, is completely different than over the Christmas break when all they got to do is concentrate on basketball. So, it's an adjustment being back in school, but I think it's a good adjustment because they need balance. And sometimes I think it's healthy not to be thinking about basketball 24/7. It's 23.
Just being Tara's last season in terms of her role with this team, you spoke about her a couple of weeks ago, but just in terms of what she's being asked to do, and has she lived up to that request?
Well, I'm really proud of Tara Bresky. I think she's had a fantastic year, and she took, she had to wait her turn. She was a part of that Sweet 16 team and MAC championship team, but she was very much a role player on that team and didn't get a lot of minutes. So she learned behind some of the best post players in school history her freshman year, and ever since then she's been a mainstay in our program. And her numbers always don't indicate the type of presence she brings to the team. She's a great low post defender. She is strong and very, very physical, but uses her quickness to really give other post players trouble. She's an underrated finisher around the basket, where she might not get as many opportunities as Courtney Brown. She is also a very talented finisher. So she anchors everything we do. She's had a great year in leadership-wise, and I'm really proud of the career she's had. And again, one of those kids that certainly doesn't get the recognition that she deserves, and everything that she's meant to this program throughout her 4 years.
How important is she to how far this team can go?
Well, when Tara Bresky plays well, our guard play is solid enough that we have a chance to achieve some big goals this year. It's a lot of pressure on Tara, but certainly, she knows that as she goes, we have a chance to go a lot further. Tara struggled in the MAC championship game last year, and one of the reasons probably we didn't get over the hump. And so I think this whole year is a motivation for her to really finish out strong and try to accomplish some of those goals that we came up just short last year on.
It seems like with her, she may get 2 or 3 hoops early, and then there's not the offense there. But that doesn't really concern you because you have some other people to go to, or does it concern you?
Well, I think we have to have a balance. I think you have to have that inside presence to have the success we have, but it's certainly hard to take the ball out of Tracy and Lauren's hands at times. So we've got to continue to get inside touches and play inside out. But Tara knows that sometimes on the offensive possession, screening is more her role, and sometimes we need her to be more offensive-minded. And it's just that happy medium. As I said, there's games at the end of the game I wish we got Lauren 25 shots, and there's games at the end of the game that I clearly wish our post players had more touches. So trying to find that balance every night is really important for our success in MAC play.